Good afternoon. Thank you everyone for being here today. As you know, your presence today means a lot for this community, not just Chinatown here, but Chinatown everywhere. The Chinatown in Australia is suffering. The Chinatown in Canada is suffering. The Chinatown in Miami is suffering. So this got to stop. This is getting out of hand. So far in New York City, no one has tested positive. Let me repeat again. No one has tested positive. So please come down. This is a very important message, especially from Valentine's Day. We need some tender loving care. The community is already very fragile with the two fires, and that's why we are trying to help them get up back on their feet, right? From the two fires and the accidents, one blow after another, we have not recovered fully from Sandy. And so this is very, very important. I'm delighted to have two council members here, one from District 1 and one from District 2. Right? And so I will turn it over to them with, who wants to go first?
I guess.
Okay. Lena? Yes? Yes. Councilwoman Rivera.
Would you prefer if I talked in the mic as well? Okay. He said no, you said yes. I aim to please. Okay. I kind of do what Wellington tells me to do. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe not. Can you hold it? Okay, so yo voy a empezar en español y muchas gracias a ustedes. Están aquí con nosotros en Chinatown. Estamos aquí a apoyar a nuestros vecinos de Chinatown y apoyar las pequeñas empresas. Estamos aquí juntos porque tenemos una ciudad que está trabajando a proteger cada neoyorquino y a combatir lenguaje odioso y racista. Nadie en Nueva York tiene coronavirus y es cierto que todos los resultados son negativos para las personas bajo observación. Estamos demostrando solidaridad con nuestro vecino de Chinatown. I'm very proud to join my neighbors here in Chinatown, especially Councilmember Margaret Chin, the Chinatown Partnership, as we show some love for Chinatown. This new campaign will shine a light on our one-of-a-kind small businesses here in Chinatown, many of whom have obviously been dealing with challenges since the outbreak of coronavirus. But as chair of the council's hospitals committee, let me be clear, there have been no cases of coronavirus in New York City, and we just heard back from the Department of Health that the 7 patients under investigation for possible infection have all come back negative. I want to thank the representatives from the Department of Health for being here, helping to educate New Yorkers and ensure that fear and misinformation doesn't spread about coronavirus. I also visited Bellevue Hospital, where one of these investigated patients was treated and again found to be negative. And first, I want to commend the incredible care being provided by Health and Hospitals. They've been an incredible partner. But what I heard from doctors there, and that I continue to hear from advocates and from this community, is that the fear and the prejudice has to stop today. There are a lot of things on social media and in the news that are at best not rooted in science, and at worst, offensive, demeaning, and racist. We need to encourage everyone to keep their attention on the facts. So what should New Yorkers do? They should go about their daily lives and practice the same precautions that you would during any cold and flu season, especially since this flu season has been a pretty serious one. And as you go about your daily lives, make sure you stop by Chinatown. This Chinatown, the Chinatown in Flushing, the Chinatown in Sunset Park, and everywhere else where they have become such an important part of the fabric of their cities, of these cities. I was here on Monday reading to some children at my old daycare, which is right near Chinatown on Broome Street. Very, very pleased to have that homecoming For those of you who don't know, I grew up very, very close to here in the Lower East Side. One of my favorite restaurants growing up was Hop Key, but the list goes on and on. Na Trang, Nam Hua Tea Parlor, Joe Shanghai, where I buy my chopsticks, where I buy everything else that to me is just something that's been a part of my life. And they're been very welcoming and accepting, and I love this neighborhood. It's always been a part of my life, and like so many of you, I'm ready to fight for this neighborhood and encourage every New Yorker to come here and do their part to celebrate our diversity by shopping at our local small businesses. We have been battered and bruised by xenophobia, prejudice, discrimination, and racism in this country now over the past 4 years or so, and it's easy to let fear take hold of us when something scary emerges. But we're New Yorkers. We've dealt with a hell of a lot worse than fear and rumor mongering, and we're going to beat this, and we're going to continue to support New Yorkers with a campaign that is rooted in love always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Councilmember Margaret Chin, and welcome to my district. Woo! I wanted to thank my sister here, Colina, for her strong support. I also wanted to thank all of you for highlighting the historic Chinatown. There is only one Chinatown, and it's in my district. I wanted to thank the mayor for coming down to the parade, our speaker, Corey Johnson, for coming down to the parade and eating at our local shops and enjoying and promoting it on social media. A lot of my colleagues in the council has been down here for pork bun, for egg custard, for soup dumpling. Look, we got a lot to offer in this community. And yes, we have to turn a crisis into opportunity. Even though we're suffering from misinformation about the coronavirus and also the tragedy fire at 70 Mulberry. But this is also an opportunity for our neighbor, for fellow New Yorkers to come down and support us and really discover the best of Chinatown. You can get all kinds of delicious food, but you can also get the best price on the jewelry item, especially for Valentine's Day. Okay? So on this campaign, I really want to thank the Chinatown Partnership Board, Chinatown Bid, for showcasing what we have to offer, and to ask every New Yorker, show some love for Chinatown, but also discover the treasure that we have to offer. We cannot allow hate and discrimination to exist in New York City, because this is a city that embraces everyone. My family immigrated here more than 57 years, and I love this country and I love this city. And so we want to invite everyone to come and share with us and be our partner and be our supporter and show us the love that we deserve. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
I will. I'll be remiss if I don't thank the Health Department Commissioner, Dr. Bobo, for leading by example, for coming down here not only once but twice with our staff, and so is Commissioner from Department of Small Business Services, Greg Bishop, follow suit, and also Congresswoman Nydia Velasquez, and obviously our Councilwoman. And I'm expecting to see you soon, because do you know what dim sum stands for? Sum is the heart. Dim sum means touching the heart. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Okay? So I expect all of you to come down here and touch some heart, and especially at this moment. So with that, I'll open for questions. I know some of you may have questions. Great question. The question is, how far is the drop in business, in local business? Across the board, and it's just varying degree. As Commissioner Greg Bishop mentioned, it's at least 40%. One lady here down here mentions 80%. So have your pick. But drastic. Quoting another newspaper publisher who should remain nameless, at least 1,000 tables have been canceled.
Is it primarily food, or is it your souvenir shops and jewelry? What categories are the worst hit?
Everybody, from Broadway theater tickets to charter bus cancellations, hotel room cancellations, the souvenir shop that you would have other visitors. Mind you, the drop in Chinese tourism is projected to be at least 28% this year. Chinese stay the longest, Chinese spend the most. On the average, a few years back, they spend on the average $7,000 per person. Multiply that by 1 million of them. And that's just the beginning of the category. Is from what we are reading, is dropping everywhere in Asian community. And not necessarily. It's in Sunset Park, it's in Flushing, it's in Calgary, Chinatown, it's in Sydney, Chinatown, Miami, Chinatown canceled their parade.
But I guess what she's asking,
Is it because Chinese tourists aren't coming, or is it because people who live in the neighborhoods aren't going to restaurants? Who is not coming?
The question is it just the tourists not coming? No. It's also the local being fearful and not buying grocery. The dining halls are empty. Last night at Amazing 66, the banquet hall, the dining room was practically empty, and it affected Little Italy as well. Across the way, they only have 2 tables. And so this is not good.
Business owners who could come up to the podium
Yes.
and speak about what they're...
There are couple of business owners here. This one owns the Poke Pho restaurant down the block across the street here. Angle, come on up and speak.
Yes.
Hi. First of all, thanks everyone to be here today to show the support of Chinatown, and especially the Asian community. And I'm the general manager of the New York Bokai restaurant on Baxter Street, which is so fortunate. And well, there's only one word is which is trust the city, especially trust the health department, trust the state, trust the CDC. I'm sure they're on the top of things, and so come out, show us more support. Thank you. TV Angle.
And what is this? Can you describe what business has been like over the last month or so?
I'm sorry?
Describe the business in the last month.
I think last month is pretty much normal, and compared with this month, pretty much the same. I mean, up to until today, I'm more free. I'm sure a very big difference between last month and this month. Excuse me. I think my business presented about like drop about like 60 to 70%. Yes. New York Bokai restaurant.
And you're right near to where the fire happened.
Yes, but yeah, that's for my knowledge. Thank you.
Sir, quick question. So what does that drop look like for employees? Does that mean that some of your employees you had to sit home? Does that mean a lot of your food was spoiled? Talk about the impact. What does that look like?
Well, my business is a mom and pop shop, so basically it's affected my personally, and of course I fully pay my employee, and I did not I lay off anyone, you know.
How much longer do you think you can operate at this level?
Well, I think depend on the public. Just come out, show more support, and then this thing will go away very soon.
What do you see as the long-term effects of this on your restaurant?
Hard to tell. It always depend on your what's this? Well, basically, I think show more support to the Chinatown and the Asian community. That's pretty much about it, because nobody knows when.
were you open during SARS? If so, how does this compare? I don't know how old your business is.
When you mention about SARS, well, anyway, I believe it's two different categories and no comparison. I mean, already passed or let it pass. So let's concentrate on this time.
I just mean, how was it your business like impacted that time if you were in business?
You should use the microphone.
On the compare with Saw is how many years ago? 16 years ago. And it does affect Chinatown very bad back in 2003. And not only small business, I mean in general the community. And my word will say, people were dying in Asia and back in Saw epidemic, and people use it as a joke over here. It's just totally inhumane. I mean, that's my comparison. But of course, let's deal with this thing over here. I mean, today we're here, concentrate on this one. So come out to Chinatown, regardless what area, what country, just show more support. Thank you.
Again, remember the hashtag is Dine in Chinatown. Hashtag is also Support Chinatown. We have a raffle drawing. So you, besides writing the love notes for your loved ones, you can also enter every receipt that you spend in Chinatown between now and March 15, the Eyes of March. Every receipt gets into the raffle drawings for the iPhone X, cosmetics, jewelry, Fuji camera that can take your memorable moments with your loved ones down here. Remember, you're missing out on the great funds here. Life goes on. No one guarantees tomorrow. Just like 9/11, we will recover. And so don't be fearful. Never live in fear. So and we will bounce back. Are there any other questions? No? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
I'm going to enter the raffle. I got so many receipts.